One of the most popular characters in the world of anime is Asuka from the anime Evangelion. Either by his attitude or character design came to like in many parts of the world. To give you an example, for those who speak Spanish, came to popularize much a phrase that is as follows: Happy Thursday. Although the character never says this word, for some reason is extremely popular in the Spanish language. Asuka Langley Soryu. Asuka Langley Soryu is the second girl chosen by the Marduk Institute, selected as a pilot of Evangelion Unit 02. Second teenage female. Her fiery red hair is a prominent feature, which she picks up with her A10 clips, and her blue eyes, possibly inherited from her German ancestry. Her best friend is her classmate and manager, Hikari Hiraki. In the rebuild of Evangelion film series, her equivalent is Asuka Langley Shikinami. Asuka is a talented young woman who values her independence and aspires to be seen as an adult. However, it is evident that she faces difficulties in expressing her true feelings to others, appearing aggressive, arrogant, and stubborn on many occasions. Her aggressive attitude serves as a barrier that protects a vulnerable and insecure young girl, a facet that is only revealed in the girl's dreams. It is relevant to note that Asuka seeks to leave her past behind. The traumatic events of her childhood have marked her deeply, and so she tries to avoid remembering them. Despite this, those events frequently appear in her dreams. During the training to face Israfel, Asuka blames Shinji for all the problems. Later, Misato Katsuragi suggests replacing her with Rei, and to everyone's surprise, Ayanami quickly gets better results, making it clear that the problem lay with Asuka. This revelation disconcerts her, and she does not accept the idea of Rei replacing her. Because of all of the above, she feels a strong need to be self-sufficient, but faces difficulties in dealing with her perception of failure. Asuka is also very talkative, outgoing, and charismatic, which has earned her a lot of popularity in high school. She has no qualms and acts impulsively, such as when she asked Shinji for a kiss simply out of boredom. Her personality could be interpreted as a defense mechanism to reinforce her identity. She constantly boasts that her Eva is superior, that she is the hope of any RV, and that she will never be forgotten or confused by anyone, which could be her way of protecting herself from reliving painful past experiences and justifying her existence. Yuko Miyamura, the actress who voices Asuka, shared her experiences in playing this character. I want to make it known that Asuka wasn't the most emotionally accessible character I've ever met. Every time I tried to connect emotionally, Asuka would resist. Even at the end, Asuka would never get emotionally close to me. We filmed the last scene in the end of Evangelion, but I didn't feel that Asuka's personality had evolved. One day I realized that there was a wall in her heart. From her first appearance, it is clear that Asuka is in love with Ryoji Kaji. Although she does not know many details of his past, she seems to be attracted to him because of his maturity and physical attractiveness. This attraction is related to her desire to leave childhood behind and become an adult. Asuka wants to break free from her childish condition and seeks in Kaji the qualities that represent the maturity she longs for. For these reasons, Kaji is attractive to her, while Shinji is somewhat averse to her. Despite this, on numerous occasions it is suggested that Asuka has hidden feelings for Shinji. She represses these feelings and hides them in front of other people. In episode 9, Asuka moves her mattress to another room and, planting herself at the door, warns Shinji, "This is the impenetrable wall of Jericho. If you dare to cross it, I will kill you." During that scene, Asuka flirts with Shinji, but he doesn't notice. It is unclear whether Asuka is just looking for attention or desires something more. However, it is clear that she implied to Shinji that she wanted him to overcome his emotional barriers. But Shinji didn't take the hint and took Asuka's words literally, "If you dare to cross it, I'll kill you." The funny thing is that Asuka later went to Shinji's room by herself to sleep, although it is unclear whether she was asleep while walking and got confused about the bed, or if she had other intentions. On the other hand, her love for Kaji generates deep jealousy in her heart towards Misato Katsuragi, which turns out to be a negative thing, as it prevents the two from being able to build bonds of trust. Asuka is a very intelligent young woman and graduated from college at an early age. She is also an exceptional pilot. Because of this, she always takes pride and shows pride in being selected. She has a high level of timing, surpassing even Shinji until episode 16. In episode 17, Toji Suzuhara is selected as the fourth child chosen to pilot an Evangelion unit. When Asuka finds out, she is furious that Toji is not worthy. Asuka suffers a severe mental breakdown after being affected by the angel Arail, who forces her to relive painful memories from her past. As a result, she loses the will to live and becomes unable to pilot EVA 02 again until the end of Evangelion, where she fights the mass production EVAs. During that battle, Asuka was virtually assured of victory. However, an enemy unit threw a replica of Longina's spear at her, which pierced her at field. A few seconds later, EVA 02 lost power and was annihilated along with Asuka. Although the destruction of the entry capsule is never explicitly shown, however, she reappears when Shinji rejects the human complementation project. Asuka has Japanese and German ancestry, presumably on her mother's side, while on her father's side she has American ancestry. Her mother, Kyoko Zeppelin Soryu, was part of the German division of Gehirn and was involved in Project E. When Asuka was 4 years old, her mother conducted a contact experiment with Evangelion Unit 02. Although she physically survived the test, Kyoko suffered a mental imbalance, coming to believe that a doll was her daughter and referring to her real daughter as that girl. During this period, Asuka's father began a relationship with Kyoko's attending physician. Over time, Kyoko's mental health worsened and she eventually became suicidal. Believing the doll to be her daughter, Kyoko slit her throat, saying, "Die with me." After being selected as a pilot, Asuka was very excited and ran to tell her mother, only to discover that her mother had committed suicide. Her mother's tragic death left deep emotional wounds in Asuka's heart. After these painful events, Asuka refused to cry during Kyoko's funeral and declared that from then on she would have to take care of herself. Sometime later, her father remarried and Asuka's defensive attitude quickly led to conflict with her new stepmother. Over time, the two learned to tolerate each other, maintaining a facade of a normal family. Asuka spent some time living in Germany, where she met Misato Katsuragi and later Ryoji Kaji. The young girl proved to be a child prodigy, earning a college degree while still a teenager and becoming fluent in the Japanese language, although she always had difficulty with kanji. Asuka makes her first appearance in episode 8 along with her Evangelion. Misato takes Shinji, Toji, and Kinsuke to the UN naval convoy tasked with transporting Unit 02. The young woman is disappointed to meet Shinji and calls him boring. However, she shows interest in him after learning of his innate ability to synchronize with Unit 01. When Gagiel attacks the fleet, she sees an opportunity to impress Shinji and prove her superiority, so she decides to use Unit 02 without Misato's authorization. Once activated, Unit 02 jumps from ship to ship until it reaches the aircraft carrier. Despite the difficult situation, Asuka shows confidence and deploys the progressive knife with the intention of fighting Gagiel hand-to-hand. However, the angel tosses them into the sea easily, posing a problem for Unit 02 equipped with Type B and unprepared to fight underwater. Shinji remains pragmatic and calm, while Asuka is easily distracted as she feels uncomfortable with his physical proximity. She warns him not to do anything strange, as they are very close. Shinji does not understand what Asuka is referring to, as his attention is focused on defeating the angel. Fortunately, Misato came up with a plan that consisted of using Unit 02 as bait and catching the angel by reeling in the umbilical cable. At the same time, they would attempt to sink two battleships in line with the cable so that the angel would engulf them when Unit 02 opened its jaws, and then fire all cannons against its core, located in the center of its mouth. This, together with the self-destruction of the ships, would destroy the enemy. Finally, Shinji and Asuka manage to synchronize just in time and manage to open the angel's mouth. The resulting explosion kills Gagiel and sends Unit 02 flying, which lands on the deck of the aircraft carrier. In episode 9, Asuka tries to interact with Rei Ayanami without much success. Asuka offers her friendship, but Rei replies that she will accept it on command. Then the next angel appears. After emerging from the sea, Israfel meets Asuka and Shinji. Defying orders to team up with her partner, Asuka attacks the angel and splits him in two using the sonic glaive. To everyone's surprise, Israfel splits into two identical angels and defeats both EVAs with ease. Due to the failure of both pilots, NERV must relinquish control to the United Nations forces, who attack the angels with an N superscript 2 bomb and destroy 28% of their structural substance, leaving them immobilized for 6 days. To improve their teamwork, arc, Misato forces Shinji and Asuka to live together in her apartment and train to defeat the angel. Israfel is finally eliminated by Asuka and Shinji's synchronized action, led by music and movement memorization, forcing the angel first to separate and then to unite, taking advantage of both cores being visible at the time, and then destroying them. Shortly thereafter, the angel Sandalphon is discovered in the crater of Mount Asama. After confirming the discovery, NERV issues an A-17 order, which is a preemptive strike. The operation consists of capturing the angel alive, and Unit 02 is sent to trap it with a special electromagnetic cage. For this dangerous mission, the EVA uses the D equipment capable of withstanding magma conditions. During the series, it becomes clear that Asuka has a love-hate relationship with Shinji. Her bond with the young pilot is one of the main themes and affects both characters on various levels. They feel a mutual attraction, but struggle to express their feelings. Although Shinji is usually calm and friendly, he shows submissiveness to Asuka's domineering behavior, especially when she acts abusively towards him. At first, after Asuka's arrival, Shinji used to confront her when her attitude became unbearable, but over time he grew accustomed to her personality and the confrontations diminished. Asuka's teasing of Shinji is a form of protection she employs, but Shinji, mainly due to his own inferiority complex, fails to recognize Asuka's true intention. Instead, he feels bad about himself when he hears the criticism, which irritates Asuka and further confuses Shinji. Asuka was designed by Yoshiyuki Sadamoto along with the other main characters. In the concept art, she appears with short hair tied in two red tails, and her hair has a slightly brownish hue. Her plug suit had white colors on her hands, shoulders, and feet. In Pictureplane's music video for Self-Control, a screen appears showing the EVA 02 system that has Asuka's last name, Langley, written on it, making a subtle reference to the middle of the video. She is the character with the most voice changes in the Latin dub of the franchise. Both her Seiyu Yuko Miyamura and her English voice actress Tiffany Grant proved to be very fond of Asuka's character over the years. On the 4th Neon Genesis Evangelion Platinum Collection DVD, a video was included where Tiffany Grant showed her own collection of Asuka figures and posters. On the other hand, Miyamura once dedicated a poem to Asuka. In 2023, Tiffany Grant collaborated with Did You Know Anime channel in a video of curiosities about Neon Genesis Evangelion. In the same video, she uses Asuka's voice and says, "Are you stupid?" which is Asuka's iconic phrase. The main colors are red and orange. These colors symbolize aggressiveness, happiness, creativity, danger, love, and strength. This relates to Asuka's personality and background. I'm not going to lie to you, there were too many things missing, but the reality is that Asuka belongs to a series that has too many versions. It has the anime series, which is the best known, where a story is told, a series of movies where another story is told, the manga is different from the anime and has a second manga that is different from the first, and I don't know if I'm forgetting another version of the series. So you can like the one you like the most. Really, in this type of projects is complicated to know if there is an original, but what I can tell you is that Asuka is one of the most popular and beloved characters among the otaku. Many, or I think most, would have liked to see in some version end up with Shinji, but unfortunately this did not happen, but it is still a great character, and let me say the most popular phrase in Spanish of the series.
¡Feliz jueves! Pero no sé cómo decirlo con acento alemán. Nada más dice eso, ¡feliz jueves!
I hope you liked the video. If you want me to bring a video about your waifu, comment it. Do not forget to check the videos of the channel. See you in the next video.